So the thumbnail you guys just saw wasn't clickbait. Those are my actual returns, and those returns are for probably a span of 1 month. And yeah, my brother was busy opening them and checking them, because Takealot doesn't do any checking. The customer will just book a return and Takealot will gladly accept it and deduct the money from the seller's account. So my brother was busy checking them and verifying the reasons, like are those legit reasons, because you can always dispute a return, but that can only happen after you've collected your product. And usually when a customer books a return, you can only collect it like within 2 or 3 weeks, not immediately. So that's a bummer. You're gonna have to wait for 2 to 3 weeks, and then after that another week just to dispute the return. But that's another story. For now, I'm gonna be telling you why or when can you dispute a return, or when it's worth your time to dispute a return. So a lot of the times you'll get a buyer, he'll buy a product. For example, in my case, I sell leather products, leather jackets, leather bags. They'll buy it, they're gonna fit it, like they picture it differently in their mind. And so then immediately or within a week or two, they're gonna book a return. Those returns are valid. You don't have to dispute those returns. I mean, the buyer bought it, he spent a lot of money. If it doesn't, meet your expectations, you can always return it. But then you'll get those buyers. They're gonna buy it, use it for a couple of months, not days, not weeks, couple of months. Usually you have 6 months. That's the lowest period of warranty you can give on a product on Takealot as a seller. So just before the 6-month period ends, they're gonna book a return. Now those are the ones that you have to dispute, because common sense, they use that product for 6 months and then they just book the return, and Takealot will not even check if that product has been used or not. They'll just gladly accept it. Okay, it's within the time frame of 6 months, they'll take it back and deduct the money from the seller's account. This has happened to me quite a few times, and it's really upsetting. Even if you dispute it, it could take 3-4 months for Takealot to actually come to a conclusion and maybe give you a percentage of the money back. So that's why at the beginning of the video I stated that not all returns are worth your time for disputing. Another thing I want to bring up is Takealot has a list of options that a buyer can choose when they're submitting a return. Now for instance, if a buyer, the product doesn't fit them well, so they can always say, I've changed my mind. But now you'll get, and if they say they've changed their mind, that product will go back in stock. You don't have to collect it. Then Takealot can go ahead and sell it to another customer. But now they're going to say in their description, it doesn't fit as I expected, but in that list of options, they're going to say not what I ordered. Now once they select that option, then you have to book a return for that product. That becomes a removal order. Normally if it's they've changed their mind, then it can become something sellable, and if not, then it's going to be a removal order. This affects your metrics, and then obviously if you have a lot of returns where you have to collect it, then Takealot might even basically ban that ad. You can't list products on that ad anymore. I mean, you can't list that product anymore. You're going to have to make a new ad. So just to give you guys an idea, I'm not going to open all the boxes. Well, most of the boxes my brother already opened them. I'm not going to go and fill with them. I'm going to open a few boxes and I'll show you what the box says, why it's been returned, and what the portal says, why it's being returned, and is it valid. Just to keep the video short, I'm only going to be opening 2 boxes. Hopefully we get an invalid reason, something that we can dispute. Then I can give you an example of how petty customers can be. So here's the one box. This was a collection from Cape Town, because you can see there's a courier guy stamp on it. So for Cape Town returns, I usually book a collection through courier, and if it's a Joburg return, then I'll go and collect it myself. So here's my blade. Oh, before I do anything, so this box does say damaged, return to seller. This blade is too sharp, it's cutting through the box itself. Okay, let me first put this away. This is a leather handbag. Let me first go ahead and see the reason for the return on the portal. And just as I open my portal, I've got 2 returns that came back today. Let me just show you what they say here. Okay, so the one says change my mind, so it is sellable stock. That's a good thing. And then the other one says exchange for a different size color. So those are 2 valid returns. These are my more recent orders, so I think these were given to the customer last week. and these are valid returns. So they both items Takealot were collected from the customer and put it in stock, and if a new order comes, that will first go to the customer. It's not going to come to me. 85 QKK QKK. Okay, so I've got it. I've just added this return number, that's RRN number, and over here it says changed my mind, and it's a removal order, which I'm not sure why that's the case. Let me see the order ID. When was this product ordered? So this was shipped to the customer back in April, 24th of April 2024. Let's go back to the portal and then see the complete reason. So view details, and wow. So the customer got it in April. They returned it, if I look at the return date, almost a month later. So they returned it a month later, so they probably used it for an event or something, I don't know. And now on here they say I am not satisfied with the handbag. Now obviously I'm going to check the quality of the handbag. If it was actually used for quite a bit, if it was, then I'm definitely going to be disputing this order, because no, I can't sell a used item to a new customer. Bag, it's a very fancy color, antique tan. I mean antique, or like oxblood red. I don't know if the camera is picking up the color correctly, but no, it does look like it's still new. One thing with leather, you always smell it and then you'll tell if it's new or not, and you're gonna see the, how do I say, burnishing of it. If it's used, and you'll see like some shiny portions on it, shiny sections on it. I'm just gonna check the zips. They're all working correctly. These are all brass zips, not plastic zips. No, this bag does look like it's still new, and we can sell it to a new customer. So because it's a Cape Town return, it does hurt a bit, because you gotta pay for courier services to go and collect it. If it was a Joburg return, I wouldn't bet an eye, but for Cape Town return, I mean, it is what it is. That's one of the downsides of Takealot, but you gotta live with it. Put the blade away. This is a leather jacket. It's a very nice leather jacket. I mean, I think I can show you guys the label. That's not an issue because the customer can see. But this is the leather jacket. It's a cow leather or buffalo leather jacket. From the looks of it, it doesn't look worn. Obviously, with a leather jacket, you should always look at the collar first. This looks fine. I'm just going to check the reason for the return on the portal. CK8YY OB98. Okay, so for this one, once again, this is a new trend. At the start of the video, I did tell you that if a customer changed his or her mind, then usually it becomes a sellable stock. I mean, in stock item. Yeah, he gave a reason also, changed my mind, but it's a removal order. But that I'll only know why it's a removal order once I look at the details of the return, because obviously you get the option from Takealot, a drop down list, you choose it list, and then you give an actual description why you're returning the product. Like with that bag, they said they're not satisfied with the product, so Takealot might have assumed that no, this product is not up to standards, maybe it's got a fault, hence they did a removal order for it. But now with the jacket, let's have a look. Wow. This person just said it doesn't look like on the picture, which is unfortunate because this is a dark brown jacket. Let's go and have a look. Okay, before I continue, so this was returned on the 25th of April. Let's see when he got it. It was returned on the 25th of April. Let's see the order, when the customer got the order itself. Well, not too bad. The customer got the product on the 12th of April, so within 2 weeks, I'd say he returned it. So he probably felt it didn't look like it's like as shown on the pictures, but I can guarantee you, you guys can go ahead and search for this product and let me know if it does look like what's shown on the picture. Because I have sold quite a bit of these jackets. These are very popular actually because they, you know, the Top Gun, those fighter pilot jacket style, so combo designs. This is the jacket. Okay. Now this is still fresh, it's still new. He hasn't worn it because you would have seen, like, you know, those vertical creases on the elbow section, and on the neckline, on the collar, you would have seen, like, you know, burnishing happening over here. So this can be sold to another customer. So far so good. Usually what would happen is also I'd get returns where they'd order it in Jan and return it now. Now those I'll definitely dispute and probably get like 50% of the value back. It all depends on Takealot, how persistent you are, how pushing you are towards them, because it takes quite long, quite a few months just to get a final outcome from them. So yeah, for Takealot, I would recommend people looking to make money on the side. I mean, yeah, it's a great side hustle, go for it, but you should have the stomach for returns, especially with Chinese products, because those products, you'll get a ton of those returns, and you know, a lot of times people just lose their accounts. Like, you know, the accounts are suspended because of the return rates. So yeah, just with me, I'm still good to go. I'm selling my own products. I manufacture these myself. So because it's my own brand, I don't have people competing with me or listing cheaper quality products on my ad, because immediately I can, you know, complain to Takealot. But with Chinese products, you know, there's multiple manufacturers for the same product, and they'll have, like, you know, same packaging, same look, but the quality will be, you know, much worse. And then the person who listed the product, that ad gets banned. I'm not sure. I think that's how it works. But yeah, no, I'm not selling Chinese products, and I'm not too worried about that. But for the new sellers, if you are looking to go into those Chinese products, then yeah, do a bit more research. And if there's any questions, you guys can leave it in the comments. If you want me to make a video on a different topic on Takealot, or you want to learn more about Takealot, then yeah, sure, let me know. Because definitely don't go and pay people who are selling courses to sell on Takealot. It's extremely easy to sell on Takealot and on Amazon. Those guys are just gonna eat your money. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one. Cheers.